Call the regular meeting to order. If everyone please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Village clerk, please call roll.
Benson. Here.
Here.
Burgess.
Here.
Hayes. Myers. Clausen. Here. Williams. Here.
Move to
I'd like to place a motion to amend the agenda to call all employee raises or hiring, the signing of any vendor services contract until after the April election, thereby giving the new administration an opportunity to address the loss of financial integrity and the lack of transparency in Sauk Village government. I don't think that in the past couple of months there has been talk about how
your discussion. You got a discussion after there's a second on the floor. Is there a second for this motion? Hearing none, motion dies. We move to item number 2. Police officer swearing in. I'll have Deputy Chief. Deputy Chief Ryan to speak up.
before you swear the officer in, I need to know why the board was not allowed to know about these swearing-ins and these hirings of these officers. The board did not know anything about it.
Trustee, you have your time there. Please bring your officer forward.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of police officer. Thank you very much.
Police officer
In the village of Sauk Village.
in the village of Sauk Village.
In the county of Cook and Will of Forsyth.
In the county of Cook and Will of Forsyth.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the State of Illinois,
of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of
the duties of
the office of
the office of
police officer.
police officer.
Congratulations. I, Michael A. Brown,
Michael A. Brown,
having been appointed
having been appointed
to the office of
to the office of
police officer
police officer
in the village of Sauk
in
Village,
the village of Sauk Village,
in the county of Cook and Will of
in
Forsyth,
the county of Cook and Will of Forsyth,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution
the
of
Constitution
the United States,
of the United States,
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the State of
of
Illinois,
the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully
and
discharge
that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of
the duties of
the office of
the office of
police officer.
police officer.
Congratulations.
All right.
great service to the community. Thank everybody once again, and once again, congratulations, and we'll have, I'd like to invite our new police families over to the police department for refreshments.
Thank you, sir. All right, welcome aboard. So someone said, I feel a little bit old when you see these new officers. I'm getting younger, I'm getting older.
I just wanted to make it so everyone doesn't get off track. Those 3 positions are already budgeted for. Those positions we just filled. It's not that we hired or put on new positions. Those positions were already in the books and in the budget for that. So it's not like it's new hiring or it will cost any more. These are positions already here.
Thank you, Justin. This one is all right, move to item number 3, public comments. And again, I've put my glasses on, so all questions and comments should be directed to the mayor. Each speaker will get 3 minutes to comment on a topic on the agenda only. Now, each speaker will be allowed the opportunity to speak once.
My name is Patty Couch, and we just want to thank the board for getting these young men. We've needed them for a long time, and it's a shame that Mr. Benson can't shake these men's hand. Remember, you're out there on the street, Mr. Benson.
Anyone else? If you have something, please come to the podium, or we're going to move right along.
My name is Francine Anderson, and I'm at 1606 216th Street. First of all, I'd like to say congratulations to the new officers, but I have several questions that are centered around your hiring of those 3 officers. When I was on the board, I remembered it takes 6 months to a year before you can get an officer on the street from first hiring from the exam. I want to know, how did you hire these people in 3 months? I mean, in a month. Matter of fact, it's 30 days. In hiring of those 30 days, I know that Mr. Brown comes with previous experience, so I don't know if that moved him up the ladder on the list. How did the police commission and this board decide that how those 3 particular people, were they on the list, what number were they on the list, and how did we move forward with that particular list? I understand the police commission should have given some kind of recommendation. I am interested in knowing where is their recommendation and when can I get a forwarded copy of that. I will forward it first thing in the morning. Glad to hear that these positions were already in our budget. And since they were already in our budget, again, my question comes from your swearing in of those new officers and looking at your accounts payable for this time around. I didn't have an opportunity to really review it as I usually do, but I would like to know under what section is their budget and what number exactly on these 3 officers. They are taking positions today. Then I'm sure that you have to also have some of the specific training that should be accounted for in this appropriation of dollars and which you're going to pay today. I would like to know, where do I find that? And fourthly, I don't see anything that on your agenda. I would like to know under 10F, it's a motion to approve litigation agreement. What agreements are you talking about? And which specific agreement are you planning on approving? You said it's just wide open and broad. I would like to have some more specific information for 10F. And actually, that's my question. The other thing I would like to say, I see something here that is offered at Youth Council. I hope that they're here today, and if so, I'm glad to see that we're moving forward with the Youth Council. I know there's been a lot of talk about it for about a year, and I'm hoping that they are present. In fact, Mayor, I'm ready for my answer, sir.
Do you yield the floor? Do you yield the floor? There's still time left on your 3 minutes.
Oh, I still have time on my 3 minutes?
Sure.
I'll let it go.
15 seconds.
Then my last question would be, in your article that you have here in the Sauk Talk, you say you convinced the trustee board in saving the dollars. Again, I say, where's savings of the money. All right. You got your sign. All right, did you hear comments? Next. No answer? Not even for F, but you're going to approve today. Yes, that will be discussed later in the agenda.
My name is Judy Guest. First of all, I would like to thank Chief Scott Reagan, Mr. Holidas, or Chief Holidas, as I like to call him. This is a great need that was fulfilled. And as you said, Derek, that it was not a hiring crusade, it was filling slots that are already budgeted for. I understand that the gentlemen have previous experience, which means that we will not have to spend the money to train them, with the exception of on-the-street training for Sauk Village. People have been complaining that our streets are not covered, that they don't see squad cars, and then they get up here and complain. You put 3 more men on. Well, we can't make everybody happy, but I want you to know that a good percentage of this town and the residents are happy to see those 3 men come on. And we give them our 100% support.
Any other? Seeing none, we move to item number 4. Start with the mayor's report. We have a few things I'd like to cover tonight. First of all, I'd like to cover the collector's report for December 2012. December 2012, property taxes, $26,299.72. Other taxes, $168,942.47. Licenses and permits, $8,468. Fees and services, $133,157.17. Grants, $49,262. Transfers, $731,882.86. Interest, $94.43. Miscellaneous, $32,737.31 for the month of December, for a total revenue of $1,150,843.96. That is for the collector's report.
Do we get a copy?
Just, Mr. Holmes, so you can show all trustees get a copy for the board.
We can get one last time, so I was asking. A copy of the collector's report, we can get the last, I think it was 2 months ago.
He did forward it, because I made sure, but we.
Oh, email, no, I mean, could I get a hard copy?
Right.
Sometimes email us Word.
So if you can just update, we'll only do that, just get a hard copy of it, stick it on the boxes, that way we make sure. All right. Next, in March of 1988, Sauk Village voted to start its first tax increment finance district, which is known as TIF number 1, and consisted of what Sauk Village residents know as Sauk Plaza. TIF, or a tax increment finance district, is a public financing method that is used to subsidize redevelopment, infrastructure, and other community improvement projects. TIF is a method to use future gains in taxes to subsidize current improvements, which are projected to create the condition for said gains. The completion of a public project often results in an increase in the value of the surrounding real estate, which generates additional tax revenue. Sales tax revenue may also be increased and jobs may be added. TIFs are often designed to channel funding towards improvements in distressed, undeveloped, and underutilized parts of the community where development might otherwise not occur. TIF creates funding for public or private projects by borrowing against future increases in these property tax revenues. In December of 2012, TIF number 1 expired, which resulted in a distribution of the funds remaining in that TIF to taxing bodies. Tonight, we have the opportunity to recognize some of those taxing bodies that will receive a
redistribution due to the closing of the TIF. Tonight, I know we have with us District 168. I saw Mr. Travelini back there. And we have invited the local taxing bodies. We have the library district, which is present. And do we have anyone present from 206? 206, thank you very much. I'd like to present you, do one at a time, and then I'll go back and explain how much exactly was given back to the taxing body. How about we call up District 168 first, Mr. Travelini.
Mr. Mayor.
District 168 receiving $71,719.84 because of the closing of this TIF. Thank you very much.
Yes. I just wanted to order. You know the condition of all school districts, especially in Illinois, and this $71,000 will do a lot for the education of our children. So this is like found money, and it's something that we're very appreciative of able to have. So thank you.
Thank you. Boone Township High School, District 206. And Boone Township 206 will receive $52,218.01.
Yes, I'd just like to say on behalf of Superintendent Dr. Leon Avery, we thank the trustees as well as the community, and we will continue to do our best to provide a quality education within the financial constraints that we have within the state. So this will help us out as Superintendent Charlene stated. So thank you.
Thank you very much. And lastly, we have the library. I think I see Colleen out there. The libraries are going to receive $5,556.73. Now, the other taxing bodies that will receive funds also, with the closing of this TIF, Cook County received $7,414.03. Cook County Forest Preserve received $882.99. Let's see, the Village of Sauk Village received $53,816.51. Let's see, Prairie State College received $5,434.94. MWRD received $4,871.65. And the Cook County Mosquito Abatement received $182.69. And the rest of the sign. Next one is my report. We move to Village Clerk.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. As you can see on the back table tonight, I reprinted the Sauk Talk because it does have some vital information regarding the February 26th election, reminding you that's in 2 weeks for the primary for the second congressional seat. For those of you who did not pick up the Sauk Talk, I'd like to remind you the last day to request a mail-in ballot, including military and overseas, is February 21st. The last day of early voting is February 23rd. The last day of grace period registration and voting is February 23rd. In-person absentee voting begins at the clerk's downtown office on February 24th. And last day voting mail ballots can be postmarked for acceptance by the clerk's office is February 25th. In-person absentee voting continues at the clerk's office downtown Chicago and 5 suburban county courthouse mini centers on February 25th. February 26th is election day. The precincts are the same as they always have been. That's also listed in the Sauk Talk. If you have any questions, feel free to call my office, especially on election day. If you have any problems on election day, The last couple of elections, we have had some issues. And I found out about them late in the day. There's really nothing I can do about election day issues if I don't find out about them until 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening. As soon as you have an issue on every election day, I am in my office or in the village all day during the hours of voting. And finally, the April 9th election, the information for that election will be in the March Sauk Talk, which will be coming out shortly. And we have some of that information also in Sauk Talk now. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor.
We've had number C, Village Treasurer, Mr. Carmichael. Move to Village Attorney, Mike McGrath.
Thank you. I've got the items for executive session, but
Move to Village Engineer, Mr. Zion.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just one item tonight. I am pleased to inform you that Sauk Village will be repairing almost a mile of street this year at a cost of over $500,000. But don't freak out because these projects are fully funded by federal, state, and county sources and therefore at no financial cost to any of the village residents. The following roadways are being repaired with the and I'll give you the estimated project schedule. 223rd Street from Nichols to Murphy, 215th Place from Peterson to Jeffrey, Luella Court, 225th Street Court, Merrill Court, 223rd Place Court, and then last but not least, we've got about $150,000 in repairs of all the water main repairs that have been done over the course of the past months. And because of the shortage in public works personnel, they weren't able to get out there and patch the streets back up and repair curb and things of that nature. So what we decided to do this year, thanks to Kevin, is to prioritize those and roll those into the street program so that a contractor will go and restore all those locations. So those will be fixed as well. And the timeline for this project is 223rd Street will probably start in April and finish in July, and all the other repairs will run from May until August. And that concludes my report. Thank you.
Mr. Clark, could you repeat how many miles was that? I couldn't hear that.
Almost a mile.
1 mile.
1 mile.
It just, the multiple water main breaks comes out to be about 99 locations within the village that where you see sinkholes, curbs, there's 99 of them that will be repaired this year. So, yeah, good project. Thank you very much. And again, thank you to Kevin. Move to reports of trustees and boards committees. Move to Parks and Recs Committee, Trustee Hostin.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We have some new basketball hours over at the community center for Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Junior high and high school students ages 10 to 17 from 4 p.m. to 8:30. On Tuesdays and Fridays, we have 18 years old and older only, 5:30 to 9 p.m. On Mondays, from 5 to 9, we have a line dancing program that goes on over to the community center. We also have a new project coming up in March 9th. We have a veterinary clinic from the South Suburban Humane Society will be here at the Village Hall, giving vaccinations to your pets, so you can come in and get that taken care of. We also have a meeting on February 28th to try to form the sports association again. We need volunteers to do the work there and start that to get popular baseball going. That's my report. Thank you. 6 p.m.
Trustee, you said that the veterinary program would be here at Village Hall, or would it be at the community center?
No, they requested the parking lot.
Oh, the park was okay.
They have their own tent and a.
Okay, because I was kind of looking at dogs coming in. I don't know, you said Village Hall.
Yeah, okay. Village Hall parking lot. Sorry.
Their price.
There's a flyer in the back. There's a list of services that they provide.
I didn't get that, so I don't. I mean, Rose is showing it to me, but I didn't see it. Okay, so
I'll
there
read
is.
them out for you.
No, I just didn't know if there was a price.
Yes, there are fees from the Humane Society, however, they will do everything from rabies shots, to set you up for spay neuters. So if anything you need to do for your pet.
Food Orders Review Committee, I'm sorry about that. Economic Development Committee, Trustee Bridges.
Thank you. First of all, a lot of people have been asking about dog foods. I'm sad to say that we lost that bid for that business. It was due to the fact that Illinois, state of Illinois did not want to compete with the tax abatement. Indiana gave them a 75% tax abatement, and Illinois didn't want to match it. I have a problem with that state because we're so close, we're a borderline city next to Indiana. And if we're trying to compete with any business that's going into Indiana, we won't have a chance if we don't step the game up. I plan on talking to some of the state legislators and if possible go down there and lobby because we cannot bring big businesses in here if we're a borderline and they can go right next door and get the tax abatement that they've got. 75%. It may sound like a lot, it's not. It's just 75% of the tax that they were going to collect from just the state, just property. Just the state tax. But they didn't want to, Illinois did not want to compete or they didn't want to go and match that, so that's what happened with Dawn Foods. We try to go out there and get other businesses and corporations. I'm sure there's going to be another, probably the same thing. So we really have to be more proactive and talk to our legislators downstate and let them know that if that happens, if they keep doing this, we'll never get any business because Indiana will take it away. Mr. Mayor, as far as the TIF, I don't want people thinking that the village is giving away money, even though it has the village logo on it. But that money is in a fund from Amalgamated Bank. We're just the trustees of that fund, the village is, and that money was due all the taxing bodies, and it was split up proportionately to each and every one of the taxing bodies. Quite naturally, the school district got the bulk of them because they get the bulk of the taxes. So it didn't come from the village. It's not village funds. It's money that's due when that TIF is dissolved. We plan on bringing the TIF back again, but it'll be a different type of TIF. But I don't know if the business owner or the facade owner thought that he was going to get anything. I tried to explain it to him that it behooved him to stay and continue the TIF, but it expired, and that's what happens to it. The money goes back to where it's supposed to, because if you're not in the TIF, then you will be paying, as your business, you will be paying to the different taxing bodies anyway. I am trying to work on another business, trying to bring it into the village. I'm hoping that I don't have the same problem we had before with the taxing, with Indiana competing, but we'll see. So just wanted to let everyone know what happened to Dawn Foods. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee. I just need to clear that we paid the money to the county distributed funds, correct? Okay, so the money went from Sauk Village, from the TIF, which was remained, went to the county distributed fund. Right, they're the ones that, okay, I just want to make sure. And then for Dawn Foods, I agree 100%, and just so the village board knows exactly what I've been doing, is I've already met with the economic development director for Cook County. And I also have, I sent emails out to South Suburban mayors and managers, also reached out to the Mayor's Caucus of Illinois because of us losing this. I also have a meeting coming up next week with Cook County Economic Development Director, Cook County Planning and Development Director, South Suburban mayors and managers, Chicago Southland Economic Development, and there's anything a representative from the Mayor's Caucus. Due to the fact that we are at the corner tip of Cook County, we not only have to deal with Indiana, we have to deal also with Will County. So to see what can be done to keep this from happening again. And we're also reaching out to other mayors, especially the ones that border Indiana, because Sauk Village is not the one that's losing. Indiana has a very aggressive committee that reports directly to the governor of Indiana. And as you mentioned, we lost that not because we didn't have a perfect site, because we did, not because it wasn't the perfect location, because it was a perfect location. We lost it due to the 75% tax abatement that Indiana gave to Dawn Foods. So we are aggressively working to get with our state representatives also to find out what can we do to keep this from happening. And it's not something that just Sauk Village can do. We have to go in there with strong representation from mayors and surrounding communities, state representatives, and Cook County especially. So, move to Trustee Williams under Public Relations Committee.
I just have 2 items tonight. Number 1, the candidate info. I stated 2 weeks ago that we were going to be preparing that at the next committee meeting, and that has been reviewed. All the candidates, if they have not received it, should be receiving it. It's a letter from me with 6 questions. Everybody will have the exact same 6 questions. I'm going to repeat it now because we do have some candidates in the audience. There are a lot of people running for a lot of offices in this next election. I'm going to ask that everybody stick to those 6 questions and that they be concise. I've only received 2 so far. I'm not expecting to receive a whole lot right now. But if you have not received it by Friday, let me know. They're due for the Sauk Talk, and the Sauk Talk articles are due on the 22nd, I believe. Let me check and see when the last Friday is. They're due on the 22nd, which is the last Friday of the month, which is how everything that's due for Sauk Talk is due the last Friday of the month by midnight. So if you have not received it, or if you'd like me to email you a copy, it's not a problem. I can do that. Just step to me. I'll give it to you. And if anybody else hasn't received it, I can do that. All of the submissions must be returned electronically. And again, it's just like a Sauk Talk article. There will be no proofreading for the spellings, grammatical errors. So what you type is what's going to be in there, unless it's something that I can't understand. I'll have to let you know what I need. One of them that I got today had no numbers to various questions, and there's information that aren't part of the question. So I'll be following up with that person because I'm not sure where her answers go. So if you could please, I don't ask you to rewrite the question number, but if you could rewrite number 1 and then put an answer, number 2, and then put an answer, that way I know what you want to go with. Again, every candidate who's running for a position available in the Sauk Village, if they have not received, should be receiving one, except for the library board if they chose not to participate. Secondly, Student Government Day. Student Government Day is right around the corner. We're still asking for donations. Anybody who would like to participate for Student Government Day, please let me know. I've asked for anybody who would like to be a judge for Student Government Day to submit a letter in writing. I have received none at that point. Up until this point, the committee did speak about it last Tuesday when we had our meeting, and we are ready to proceed with the amount of judges that we have. So if anybody would like a letter, I can send it out to the committee and we can make that determination. But at this time, we will be willing to proceed with what we have. And just an overview, we have the essays are due March 1st to be coming from the schools. They will be judged on the 6th. And the winners will be notified on the 8th. Trustee Burns, I emailed you today the information. That's the wrong date. I just noticed it right now. I emailed you right now to let you know what the corrected dates. Anybody else knows of any 8th grade students who do not go to Rickover, but they do live in Sauk Village, and you would like that information, I can print it out for you and give it to you. But regardless of whether they're through Rickover Junior High or any other 8th grader in the village of Sauk Village, all essays need to be in my hand or the village clerk's hand by Friday, March 1st by 5 p.m. because they need to be distributed to the judges at that time. If anybody has any questions, please see myself or the village clerk.
Thank you, Trustee. Move item number 6, reports to departments, committees, and commissions. Fire Department, Police Department, 911 Commission. You stop right here.
Thank you, Mayor Ford. I'll do the police report first. Between January 29th and February 12th, the Sauk Village Police Department conducted the following. There was 32 adult arrests, and anywhere from criminal trespass to unlawful use of weapons to domestic battery, homicide, sex offenders. There was a total of 32. There were 667 calls for service, 54 requiring case reports and follow-ups, 7 juvenile arrests, 74 citations issued for suspended, revoked, and other traffic offenses. I'm going to go out on the limb, folks. The vehicle stickers that you haven't purchased, they will be back out in the next week or two. I'm just going to give you a quick hint. And that ends the report for the police department. Fire department. And the fire service training is extremely important to train for the variety of incidents that we may be called to handle. Besides our regular weekly training, our neighbor departments continue to train monthly. This week's training will be on how to perform a rescue on someone trapped on ice led by Deputy Chief Atwood, who is a certified ice rescue technician for town. Over the past 3 weeks, the fire department responded to 26 calls. This included a possible hazmat situation. In this instance, an individual mixed bleach, ammonia, and mothballs. It was a lot of fun that night. Please remember that mixing any chemicals can have an adverse reaction. The fire department also responded to a dryer fire, trash fires, 3 car fires, 3 car accidents, 3 fire alarms, 6 COs, 3 gas leaks, 6 ambulance assists, and 1 assist to the Creek Fire Department. And that ends the report.
Thank you. Move to Mr. Waller informing he wasn't able to make it tonight. Move to administrative services. Mr. Nitz.
Thanks, I just got a few things. I got really good news today. I'm happy to report that Jeffrey Avenue Department will be coming down. He came in today, got his contractor's license. He had a Cook County permit with him, so he will be issued a building permit Thursday. We're going to take it down as soon as possible. So that was my highlight. Secondly, I just want to remind the residents your water rates are going effective February. They will be $7.50 per 1,000 gallons, so that will be on the February bill. And secondly, Kevin Muller was good enough to get me a flyer on a recycling center that's opened up in Linwood. I put flyers in the hallway on the main table in the lobby for residents. It has a website, it's on Lincoln Highway, what their hours are, and you can go online and see what they'll pick up. So I did make copies for the residents because I've been getting a lot of calls about where to take electronics. And I think that concludes my report.
Thank you very much. Who's Finance Director, Mr. Rowe?
Thank you, Madam Board. First, we got about $21,000 in Department of Justice grant to build over the second thing is the audit for 2010, and the auditors are going to be here within a week or so. And the third one is workers' comp audit is being scheduled as of Monday, February. The auditors for the workers' comp will be here on Monday to conduct the workers' comp audit. As of today, we have $80,000 in available funds in First Midwest Bank corporate account, and we have $74,000, 79 and 40 cents in Illinois funds for accounts payable. That ends my report.
All right, thank you. Emergency Services Disaster Agency, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and Board. From January 18th through February 7th, as a responded to 24 calls that consisted of 2 fires, 1 hazmat incident, 3 car accidents, 2 gas leaks, 3 fire alarms, 4 CO alarms, 1 assist with traffic control, 7 school patrols, and 1 assist by the agency. And that concludes my report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Let me get mic out to Rose, as we're moving next to Senior Committee. Sanction.
Thank you, Mayor Hayes.
The deadline for the required annual renewing of the senior home exemption or senior freeze application has been extended until February 20th. The original date was February 6th. Just a reminder that your first installment of your property tax is due by March 1st. Your tax exemption will appear on the second installment. The Wednesday Senior Group Leisure Timers will meet tomorrow at 1 p.m. for potluck. The meal will proceed to 2 p.m. meeting. Every Sunday at 3 p.m. is the Fun Club free basic line dance classes for their members. They are also planning a forum, 2 of them, March 9th and March 23rd, from 1 to 3. We just received the approval from the village that we can hold that. On March 9th, it will be for all the trustee candidates. The 23rd will include the mayoral and village clerks. At present time, letters are being prepared and the guidelines. They aren't going to be too much different than 2 years ago. The Sunshiners Monday group will be meeting February 18th at 7 p.m. following their officers meeting at 6 p.m. All 3 senior organizations are looking for new members, and it could be ages 50 plus. The Golden Agers Jones Community Center Senior Group is meeting on Wednesday, February 20th at 10 a.m. for social hour preceding their meeting. They will serve lunch at 11:30, and their membership dues for 2013 is $5, and that's being collected, and the lunch cost is $5. The Bloom Township Senior Community Luncheon Happy Valentine is this Thursday, February 14th at Glenwoody Golf Course. Doors open at 11:30. The next free blood pressure screening program, co-sponsored with the Plan Group, is for all village residents, not just seniors, village employees, and it's on Monday, March 4th from 1 to 2. For all seniors 50 and older, regardless of the residency, we have the Zumba Go class, which will meet this Saturday, February 16th from 1 to 1:45. The next computer class are scheduled for Thursday and Friday, February 21st and 22nd at 1 p.m. for village seniors and seniors belonging to one of the senior organizations. You can see the posted flyer in the literature rack for the future schedule. Their next monthly senior movie is Something the Lord Made at the McConaughey Library on Monday, March 11th at 12:30 p.m. It is optional for brown bag lunch. The light refreshment will be provided by the library. Blood pressure screening will precede the movie. Just a reminder, free tax preparation for those that qualify by ARP by appointment only at Bloom Township and also the library. Just one announcement, I want to congratulate the 3 officers. I think the board did a wise choice. Also, there is a blood drive that's coming Sunday, which is badly needed, February 17th from 9 to 1 p.m. at St. James Church, Didiger Hall. And also, the United Church of Christ is holding their annual Ash Wednesday service on February 13th. It's cornbread and soup meal at 6:30 and worship follows at 7:30. The next senior committee meeting is this coming Thursday, February 14th, 5 p.m. This ends my report.
Thank you very much. With item G, Human Relations Commission and Beautification Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We're going to start with the Beautification Committee this evening, if it's okay with you. And it's not a very long report, but we do want people to know that we have changed the date of the Community Beautification Awards in terms of when we're actually out rating, because August and September is just really too late. So we really want to get all of our lawns and everything when they're in their prime. So this year we will be judging July 7th through July 13th. As a result, that's going to impact the day that we would like to present the Hootsie Awards in this venue, and we would still like to do it on the 4th Tuesday of July. The committee is seeking a partnership, and I sent an email to you earlier, Mayor, but we have time to develop this piece. But we would like to partner with Bloom High School and/or the Cook County, whoever, ever, to work with the summer employment program. And the beautification committee would like to look at working with some of those youth in that program, because we want to identify a few homes in the village that we would have license to go on and just mow the lawn and everything, and that assistance could greatly assist us, as well as overall cleanup, because twice a year is not sufficient. One other thing we want to report on is that we're looking into securing a grant, and that is with the Cook Fresh County Farm Bureau. And it's only for $300, but you know that $300 can take us wherever no dollars can take us. But on that same line, we would like to appeal to you as well as to the board to include the beautification committee in your upcoming budget proceedings. That concludes that report. Moving on to human relations. We've been talking about the Sauk Village Youth Council now. We've been in the planning stage. I've been giving you updates. And now it's time for you to actually hear from some of the participants of that program. And we have with us the person from the Sauk Village Human Relations Commission, who works in the schools on a regular basis. But before I bring them before you, we do want to give many thanks and appreciation to Superintendent Travellini, who paved the way for us to have this program. But without any further ado, I'm going to ask Commissioner Steve Lum and the students from Rickover to come to the podium.
Thank you, Ms. Chairperson, and thank you, Mayor and Board, for allowing us to come here this evening. We understand that the Chairperson has reported that the Sauk Village Youth Council has been meeting over the past year. We wanted to take this opportunity both for the Sauk Village Youth Council to observe how the local village government functions and give them an opportunity to introduce themselves to you. The Sauk Village Youth Council was a long discussion. We began talking about it nearly a year ago with the Human Relations Commission, and we all agreed that the youth of Sauk Village is one of our greatest assets in the community. And the key principle that the Sauk Village Youth Council was founded on is we wanted to find out from the youth themselves what it is they wanted to address in the community. What is it that they see as the assets of Sauk Village, and also the things that they want to see improved, and not just stop there, but then ask the students how it is they would like to be involved in creating or partnering with others in developing these new ventures. So over the past number of months, we meet once a month at Rickover Junior High, and I sincerely want to thank Superintendent Travellini for allowing us to do that. They have been nothing but encouraging of us. Also, Principal Patterson at Rickover, Vice Principal Lux, they are very accommodating for us when we meet there. We had 7 students sign up for this initial run of the Sauk Village Youth Council, and now we have a couple of 6th graders who have expressed an interest. This way, with the 6th graders coming in, and as the 8th graders graduate, we'll be able to have a good turnover from year to year. The main thing that I want to emphasize about this youth council is the ideas they come up with are theirs. The things we talk about are things they are interested in, they are passionate about, and these are the things that we want to invest our time and energy as adults in while we walk alongside these students in creating these opportunities. Tonight, when we scheduled coming here, a few weeks back at the last meeting. We didn't realize we were going to be bumping into a school holiday. So as I called the students to make sure they were coming out this evening, I got a series of, I'm sorry, I can't make it. I'm not going to be there. But we do have two stellar members of the committee tonight. I want to introduce both Ben Anthony and Alex Terrazas, who are committed members of the Sauk Village Youth Council. In closing, one of the things I've asked Ben Anthony to share with us. Oh, before I do that, Ms. Reed, if you could stand up a second. At the time when we started, we didn't have a lot of adult helpers. And so Ms. Patterson said, I've got a person for you. I thought this person was going to come in, observe for the day, just to make sure that there were two adults in the room. After meeting, it became very clear that she shared the same vision for the youth. I asked her if she would be willing to stay on with us as both a teacher's aide at Rickover and as a liaison to the youth council. Ms. Patterson popped her head in and said, done. So we are incredibly grateful for Ms. Reed and her participation. In closing, one of the things that we did was brainstorm after 4 meetings together what the students felt our purpose was as a committee, as a council. They listed a bunch of words, we put it together, and I have asked Ben Anthony tonight to read the purpose statement of the Sauk Village Youth Council.
Good evening, my name is Matthew Johnson, student of Rickover Junior High. As you know, we are all essential members of this community with a unique perspective and a necessary voice in creating a place where all people are encouraged to share the knowledge, passion, and skills for the purpose of unity and growth in Sauk Village. We will represent and invite our peers to collaborate with others as we develop and participate in opportunities to listen, learn, serve, work, and play together. We desire to be a part of a community in which everyone has the opportunity to flourish physically and emotionally. Thank you.
Thank you.
We passed out their handouts, so everyone should have a copy of that. If not, there's some extra ones on the table in the back. And Mr. Mayor, that concludes my report.
Thank you very much.
I would like to say amazing job. I'm very pleased to see this, and I'm even more so pleased to see that 5 out of 6 members are 8th graders who should be writing essays without getting our March 1st. So if you would like to really know what's going to happen up here and be a part of the governmental process, then I look forward to having your essay be a part of the process. But just so everybody knows, names are removed before we judge the essays, so I won't know which essay is yours to the process. But judging on what you guys have done, I'm sure some of you guys will be the base on it.
Exactly. And Commissioner Brown has encouraged all of them to submit and to be a part of it because we stated that we wouldn't mind partnering with you this year. So we know that they're going to win.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Number H, Housing Authority Commission, Mr. Oakley.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor and Board. The Sauk Village Housing Commission has been meeting with Saukville Mayors and Management in the Cook County Land Bank and 3 of the local banks that have property within the village. And we've been assured that right at around 91 of those houses will be turned over to the Cook County Land Bank, who refurbishes those houses and bring them up to par and cost to the village. And that concludes my report.
This time I ask for a motion to recess into executive session with action be taken in discuss personnel matters, update any litigation, collective bargaining, matters, real estate, employment, and compensation. Motion for a second. table item 9A. Is there a second? All right, hearing none. We'll have to ask for a motion to approve an ordinance amending Chapter 31 of the Municipal Code for the Village of Sauk Village, which is the ethics ordinance. Is there a motion to approve? Is there a motion? Is there a second? Motion is second, non-discussion. The information that you're looking for, I know it was emailed out last week. You did not receive your email?
No, I didn't get an email of how we were going to actually go forth, who's going to be responsible, how are we going to collect and make that determination.
Based off my memory, and someone may have to correct, the Ethics Committee will be appointed by the mayor with the consent and approval of the village board. All fines and fees would be through the Ethics Committee, and they would pay their fines at the front desk, just like anything else where there's fines. And I think if I remember correctly, what was stated in the email.
Okay, but see, the question I had, because this is basically dealing with personnel that's in the village. This is village personnel. And I would, pardon me?
It relates to anybody.
Well, if you read it, it says people that are working for the village. I mean, it has to do with electioneering and things like that. That's what was in the ordinance. And I was just wondering how you would go about collecting. That would be for your trustees and anyone else that would violate those particular statutes that are in that ordinance. And I was just wondering how were you going to garnish someone's check, or were you going? I mean, it was nothing spelled out. And that's what I wanted to find out, how we were going to go about doing that. Because you're going to put forth, basically, like you said, you're going to start a program, an ethics program for the village. It will be the residents. The residents not going to be fined. It'll be people that work for the village or do business with the village. And I'm just wondering how you're going to go about collecting the money. And okay, you pay the fines at the front desk, but suppose the person doesn't pay the fine, or suppose he wants to, fight his claim, or whatever the case may be. Who do they come before? How do they do it? Those are the things that I was saying that we need to work out. That was not spelled out in this ordinance. That's what I was trying to table it so we could get all the language spelled out. Not just have a committee, ad hoc, we do this, and whoever says, okay, this is the way it is, and there is no discussion, you just pay the fine and that's it. That's why I wanted to have something in writing before we go forth and actually vote on this.
Any other comments or questions? All right, there is a motion and a second on the floor. Village Clerk, please call.
Benson. Burgess.
No.
Hanks.
Yes.
Myers. Hoskins.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Move to item B, motion to approve an ordinance amending Chapter 96 of the Municipal Code of the Village of Sauk Village, which is the Fair Housing Ordinance. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a second. Questions and comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call.
Benson.
Yes.
Burgess.
No.
Hanks.
Yes.
Myers. Hoskins.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Move to item 10A, motion to approve the accounts payable and disbursements for January 23rd to 2013 through February 12th, 2013. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion, is there a second?
Second.
Motion is a second. Questions and comments?
Question.
Trustee?
Page 2. I'm sorry, page 1. Contractual services down at the bottom of the page. Nancy McConaughey Library. Is it to my understanding that these were overdue? Are these overdue books?
That's right, books and video cassettes borrowed by former Chief of Police, Mr. Fox.
And so we had to pay late fees?
Yes, we had, otherwise they will send us.
Okay, because it's not like the library is out of town. Okay, I didn't know. I saw that.
Yeah, I tried not to pay, but.
Well, we have to pay.
The director of the library said.
I just didn't know why we, you know, but now you don't understand. Okay, page 2. Contractual services for police and fire. Is this for the,
That's for the 3 cops hired.
And page 5, parks and playgrounds, operating supplies. Are we back to selling at parks and recs, or
yes,
what is?
Yes, it's a reimbursement of supplies, not supplies. The pops purchased by Trustee John Hoskins. We are reimbursing back to Trustee Hoskins whatever he purchased from the stores.
Okay, my question is, this is replenishing the supply. Okay, so we'll get a report on what's being sold, because I guess this is going to be for sale, correct?
Yes,
this
it is for the sale.
At the top of page 5 where it says parks and playground, the amount, that's not, I'm sure that's not just the publisher.
Is it total 148?
Yes.
Yeah, that's for the supplies. Yeah, sales, and it is being reimbursed. It is being reimbursed back to John.
Okay, which one?
It's like petty cash in parts and rec. We are reimbursing whatever expenses have been incurred, and he will keep all the money for the operating expenses.
He said no, though.
The 1179 is.
Right.
It is.
The 1179 was for op purchase, 401 for receipts for tax, for supplies, data boxes.
Okay, so that, okay, so you're saying that the 401 is our old receipts that were turned, they were never turned in? Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So therefore, are you selling now parts and recs?
I have told the copy sheet, we are selling a copy there, and we're instructed to turn in money they collect from my name and from the other organizations.
But you're not selling chips and things like that? Okay. Because, okay, no, I'm just wondering, okay, so this is just an old invoice?
The 40179, yes. The 1179 was I bought for the addition.
That's no problem. And the last thing, Mr. Mohan, since I got you, I did a little math on what you said we had available. And I saw, am I correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it 154,079.40? That was the 80,000 that you said we had in one account, and $74,079.40. So, but the accounts payable was $270,923.38.
Yeah, because it includes MFP also. MFP has its own fund. The expenditure of MFP will be paid by MFP. And we do also have garbage payment that is coming out from the garbage account, waste management account.
Okay, so then I'm asking, the question I'm asking then, what is the expense that we have to? In other words, how much do we have to pay out of our account to pay accounts payable? Because you said everything else is already accountable. That's the garbage bill and things like that, which I know is in a separate account. So how much do we, of the 154,079? Do we have, okay.
Yes,
Then what,
we do have enough money to cover general fund expenditures.
but okay, you said we have 154. I'm just trying to get an understanding. You said what we had available was 154,79.40.
That's right.
What do we have to pay right now for accounts payable. I see that we've already paid some things, and I see that you said that we have, the garbage is included and things like that. Of the 154,079, how much of that, or if all of that, we have to take out? Right, that's what I'm trying to find out. How much is it? How much is the account payable that we have to come up with? That's not already been paid.
267,500.
Okay, so there, we're 113,000 in the hole.
No. Trustee Burgess, we have enough money to cover 270,923.38. After having said, we have already paid $2,500 and $1,000. We have enough money to cover $267,500. Am I clear?
No, because you said all we have is 154,079, and that's why I'm not clear. If you say we have enough to cover 270, but you reported that we have 154. What I'm trying to say is, do we have to borrow money, or
we don't have to borrow any money because MFD expenditure is being paid by MFD fund. General fund expenditure is being paid by general fund. Waste management, we have enough funds to cover $45,000. After having said we have enough money for all the funds, we don't need to transfer any money from any other fund.
okay,
All the funds have.
So I don't want to get a phone call and ask for a consensus. The reason why, because to me, I'm still not clear, but if you say we have it, I don't know about what you said, you're saying that, but I'm looking at the numbers you just gave us, which total to 154. I'm looking at which accounts payable is. I understand that, but then you're going to take away X amount. And I'm just asking, taking away the things that you just got through talking about would be less than 154,000. So that's what you're saying that we have, then I'll go along with that.
Yes, as I said, we have enough money to cover all the expenditures.
Anything else?
On page 6, there's bottom, Robinson Engineering, service against 400. Robinson Engineering, could you give me the location of that specific project? This one is in Third Street, where at?
Between Nichols and Murphy.
Nichols and Murphy? Did you contact Chief Fox about the late fee?
Yes, I did contact, but the former chief says that he has turned everything in, and he said he placed the video cassette on his desk. But when I went through, and when former Mayor Louis Powers and Fox's presence, there were nothing. I didn't find any video cassette on his desk.
I'm talking about the library books.
Library, yeah, books and cassettes.
You take all those down.
For the purple, I just want to make sure that the board realizes on this accounts payable, you'll find that we're paying Schrader there $29,500. So we realize that since November the 8th, we have paid now for August, September, October, and now November. We're all caught up in November. So currently, we only owe for the air strippers for December, January, and February. So, and that's including this month. So we are getting caught up, and we had another meeting with Schrader this last week. When the
Yes.
Hayes.
Yes.
Myers. Poskett.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Item D, the motion to approve Assurance Agency Ltd. The motion is there a second.
Second.
Motion second on the floor. Is there any questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Benson.
Yes.
Burgess.
Yes.
Myers. Poskett.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Hayes.
Yes. Item C, motion to approve a broker for property and casualty insurance.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the Owens Group as broker of choice for property and casualty insurance.
Second.
Motion second on the floor. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Benson.
Yes.
Burgess.
Yes.
Myers. Poskett.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Hayes.
Yes. Carries. Item D, motion to approve Clear Channel lease. Motion to approve. Motion, is there a second?
Second.
Motion second. Questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Benson. Burgess.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Myers.
Yes. Item E, motion to approve NIMAC as electric supplier for electric irrigation. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
The motion, is there a second?
Second.
The motion is second. Questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Benson.
Yes.
Burgess.
Yes.
Myers. Poskett.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Hayes.
Yes. 10, motion to approve litigation agreement, which is a consent order with the Illinois Attorney General. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
We have motion and second. Is there any questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Benson. Burgess.
Yes.
Hayes. Myers. Poskett.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Item 10D, motion to approve the waiver agreement, administration copier. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion, is there a second?
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Benson. Burgess.
Yes.
Myers. Poskett.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Hayes.
Yes. We have number 11, 11A, January 8, 2013, motion to approve for minutes.
So moved.
Motion is there a second?
Second.
Motion is second. Questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Benson. Burgess.
Yes.
Myers. Poskett.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Hayes.
Yes. Motion carries. Moving to item 11B, January 15, 2013, committee meeting. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
I'm sorry, I think it's 13. January 15. Sorry about that.
So moved.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Benson. Burgess.
Yes.
Myers. Poskett.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Yes.
Tried.
Thanks.
Item 12A. The 12 is approval and release of executive session minutes. Start with A, September 7th, 2010. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion, is there a second? We have a second. Village Clerk, question, comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Benson. Burgess.
Yes.
Myers. Poskett.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Hayes.
Yes. Motion carries. Item B, September 21st, 2010. Is there a motion to approve and release?
So moved.
Motion, is there a second?
Second.
There's a second. Any questions or comments?
Question.
Yes.
Are these meant to be open or?
These are all for approve and release. They're all. I wish I could. Hearing none, other, please.
Benson. Burgess.
Yes.
Myers. Poskett.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Hayes.
Yes. Item C, September 28, 2010, a motion to release approve the minutes?
So moved.
Motion is second, questions, comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call roll.
Benson. Burgess.
Yes.
Myers. Hoskin.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Hanks.
Yes. Item D, October 26, 2010, need a motion to approve the minutes. Motion, is there a second?
Second.
Questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call roll.
Benson. Burgess.
Yes.
Myers. Hoskin.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Hanks.
Yes. Item D, December 7, 2010, motion to approve the minutes.
So moved.
Motion is second, questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call roll.
Benson. Burgess.
Yes.
Myers. Hoskin.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Hanks.
Yes. Item F, December 14, 2010, first session, motion to approve release.
Second.
Motion is second, questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call roll.
Benson. Burgess.
Yes.
Myers. Hoskin.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Hanks.
Yes. Motion carries. Item G, December 14, 2010, second session, I need a motion to approve the release.
So moved.
Motion second on the floor, questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call roll.
Benson. Burgess.
Yes.
Myers. Hoskin.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Hanks.
Yes, motion carries. Item H, December 21st, 2010, need a motion to approve the release. Motion second on the floor, is there questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call roll.
Benson. Burgess.
Yes.
Myers. Hoskin.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Hanks.
Yes. Item I, December 28, 2010, need a motion to approve the release.
So moved.
Second.
Motion second on the floor, questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call roll.
Benson. Burgess.
Yes.
Myers. Hoskin.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Hanks.
Yes. Move to item 13, miscellaneous business. Questions and comments from the trustees. We'll start down with trustee Lee.
Thank you very much. I just wanted to make a plea, move this over here, a plea to everybody running for office or supporting somebody who's running for office, that we be respectful of our fellow citizens, understanding that if we're going to be campaigning or passing out literature or anything like that, if we can do it during normal business hours. I think anything after normal business hours is just not appropriate. And when you get somebody messing with your screen door at 11:07 at night, like I did on Saturday night, it's downright rude. I had no idea what was going on. I'm not going to say what was at my door. I don't think that's appropriate. I don't name names. That's not how I was raised. But I think it's absolutely asinine that anybody should be at anybody's door after normal business hours unless it's an extreme emergency. So I would just ask that all of us remain adult, that we understand that we need to go to our fellow citizens at proper time. Because I had no clue what was going on in my door. And I just think that's absolutely ridiculous. So if we could just all, as a collective group of adults running for offices, understand that that's not appropriate. And then just as a reminder, again, to citizens, everything else, nothing should be in your mailbox. If people are flying in the neighborhoods, which I know they are, it's supposed to be on your door handle or something like that. Nothing should be in your mailbox. Anybody who can put anything in your mailbox means that they could have had an opportunity to take something out of your mailbox, which is a level of offense. It's tampering with the mail. We all had that lesson January 18th of 2012 with the Sauk Village Board Meeting. These things, this is not okay. If this happens, you need to report it to the police. Again, signs are going to be coming out. We all know that. No signs can be in the parkway per the ordinance that we have. For anybody who doesn't know, the parkway is the area of space between the sidewalk and the street. They can be in your yard. You can have 15 of them in your yard. You can have them in your house, everything else. I'm just asking that we maintain an appropriate, respectful, and adult campaign season, please. And again, please don't come to my house after normal business hours, because at 11:07, that's just absolutely ridiculous. Thank you.
Here, trustee Wilson. Trustee Hudson. Trustee Murphy.
Economic development will be this Thursday at 7 o'clock here in the Village Hall. That's it. Also, I'm sorry, I'd like to wish all the ladies a happy Valentine's Day, which will be this coming Thursday. You had your chance.
All right, any motion to adjourn?
So.